supposed to be,
Rosemary Ellen Guiley.
you know, very high-level beings, not necessarily nasty, although they can be very scary. And of course, there are many accounts of reptilian ETs. Well, this brings us around to the jinn, the third part of our equation. This is from Clash of the Titans a couple of years ago. Very good representation of these entities which are known primarily in the Middle East. Does not make them, that's the book that came out earlier this year, The Vengeful Jinn. I've actually been tracking the jinn since the late 1980s. And the more I started accumulating data from my cases and comparing it to the folklore of the jinn, it started to make sense to me that the jinn, they're not ancient has-beens, they're not strictly limited to the Middle East. You can't say that about any entity. They don't pay attention to geographical boundaries. They are everywhere. They are right here. They're very active, and they're mingled in with these shadow people and ET experiences. Website I set up for more information on the jinn. We usually think of the jinn as something out of the Arabian Nights folk tales. Their name literally means the hidden ones, and in folklore, they existed before we did, right here on the planet. They live for thousands of years, and they are supernaturally empowered. They're as real as the ETs out there. They are players in the field. Very well known for their shape-shifting abilities. They can mimic the form of anything they want. They have a trickster nature. They can be very nasty when they're wrong. And they also have a sexual interest in humans. If you lived hundreds of years ago, you would say, well, you just described a fairy. And there is a big connection, as some of you may know, between ETs and fairies, and also between jinn and fairies. The Arabian Nights is how we got most of our information about the jinn. Stories about genies out of the bottle. You rub the lamp or the bottle, and this kind of goofy-looking entity comes out and grants you wishes. Well, that's kind of a one-dimensional view of the jinn, because these entities really are quite powerful and formidable. This is actually where we get the term genie. Genie is singular. I use this for both singular and plural, but when it was translated into English, it became genie.